Hi, welcome to one and all. Today we are going to discuss about open source database services on Azure. Why should really one choose Azure? Because Azure is really taking open source databases to the next level. In fact, more and more organizations are shifting open source workloads to the cloud to gain from reducing the cost, time to market, and for improved manageability and security, improved performance and intelligence, and of course, for few of the built-in tools and resources. So these are all the reasons that we can say Azure is taking open source database bases to the next level. Features like fully managed database services and with a built-in high availability, thereby lowering the TCO, clubbed with the intelligent performance and scalability, and needless to say, industry leading security and compliance standards that it is maintaining. All to this added again, integration with the existing Azure ecosystem and other components is seamless and very easy. All of these are compelling factors for any of the open source database communities to be hosted or opted in Azure, whether it's MySQL, MariaDB, or PostgreSQL. So the community databases being fully managed by Azure is going to give you the comfort of infrastructure and database management, including feature updates on Azure, is maintained completely by Microsoft. It supports the latest major community releases for MariaDB, PostgreSQL, MySQL, all of this. And you can continue to work with the familiar tools and frameworks that you are very familiar with and comfortable with, like WordPress, Drupal, and Magento, etc. And it supports all the popular languages and drivers and frameworks such as PHP, Java, .NET, all over. Yep. And built-in high availability is actually lowering the total cost of ownership. So that means you get high availability without paying even a single pi extra and without having any extra configuration options being done from you. And you can optimize your infrastructure cost because you pay only for what you use, and reduce development costs also associated with the performance troubleshooting and alerting and other maintaining tasks. In case if you are comparing with AWS, the high availability is coming to you at a 50% lower cost. You can scale elastically and retain the performance. That means you would be able to engage customers around the world with more global cloud regions than any other provider. You can scale it up, spread, and then work elastically. Scale all your infrastructure when greater capacity is needed. Whether it's on storage or IOPS or anything that you want, you can scale up and scale out and scale in. You can optimize the database performance with built-in intelligence. For example, it's about the query store. You can simplify all your troubleshooting experiences for your database performance with query store, which helps you visualize information to identify queries which are changing over time with performance insights. Okay, so you can make your custom alerts or even the performance recommendations which are coming from Azure automatically help you to improve the performance. You can be assured that you are going to build safely on a cloud that is offering you advanced security and compliance. And this is the cloud vendor which has got the highest number of compliance certifications all around. Apart from that, the built-in features like SSL, server firewall, VNet, and Azure Active Directory integration, all of these are going to make you more secure. Obviously, the data is encrypted while in transit or even at rest. And advanced threat protection and automatic alerts helps you to have an insight on the suspicious activities, or anomaly detection becomes easier for you. It's a most comprehensive set of compliance offering by Azure, including SOC, ISO, HIPAA, or you name it. Around 91 compliance offerings are there already with Azure. So it's a trusted cloud that you are going to work with. So you are going to simplify your app development through integration with Azure Services, and most of the services you can seamlessly get integrated with, whether your teams are working with WordPress or Drupal or Magento or anything, is just with clicks you can get that integrated. And there is a streamlined microservice management with Azure Kubernetes services. In case if you do not want to make use of Azure Service Fabric for your microservices oriented architecture, you can take the advantage of AKS, that is Azure Kubernetes Services, which is open source, available free of cost even in Azure. Only the underlying infra that you use would be charged. And you have the access to industry leading capabilities like artificial intelligence and analytics and many other things that you can make your work environment more smart enough and intelligent enough. To summarize what is that we have discussed so far, why should one choose to host or use the community database services on Azure for their MySQL or MariaDB or PostgreSQL? Azure is offering you fully managed open source databases of your choice, and it's a competitive uh, total cost of ownership that you are going to achieve, and you are ensured that data is secure and compliant with the latest security features, including Azure IP Advantage that no other cloud vendor is giving you, and advanced threat protection. And obviously, the built-in intelligence optimizes your database performance and security. You need not much worry about that because there is an intelligent recommendations and optimization suggestions that is coming up from. You can continue to develop and work on the popular OSS relational database of your choice while taking the advantage of Azure's integrated tools and services. Okay, so this is the whole summary of it. And you might be thinking, okay, am I going to end up by paying heavy costs in Azure for my open source databases? No, you will most likely pay less with the kind of the backup, HA, and the built-in intelligence, security and compliance, all the features. You are obviously going to pay less. And in case if you wanna move off of Azure, utilizing the community versions, you are always welcome. You have a choice. I mean to say, you have a choice to move off Azure because we are going to help you. We are giving you the community editions, community versions of the MySQL or MariaDB or PostgreSQL. So you are always free to leave anytime whenever you feel like, in case if it requires. And no code changes are necessary to move your existing applications to Azure, either on IaaS. That means zero downtime is achievable by doing an online migration using Azure Database Migration Services. As I was telling you in one of my previous slides, Azure Database Migration Services, that is DMS, is available in two tiers, the standard tier and premium tier. Standard tier helps you for an offline migration, that is simply backup and then restore model. The other one is helps you for a live sync with zero downtime. More on the database migration, please go through the database migration guide. The link is provided here right in front of you on the slide. And Azure Database Migration Service helps you migrate with minimum downtime. So Azure Database for PostgreSQL deployment options, I just wanted to highlight here, so to let you know what are all the options that are available for you. Whether you would like to have it in a single node, yes, you can take it up with a very good amount of RAM system. Also, nodes can be configured according to your choice. 5-6 variants are available for you to choose from. Or in case if you would like to have a scalable environment to be put, you can choose the hyperscale. This is a recently generally made available option for you. So you can have a worry-free PostgreSQL in the cloud with an architecture that's built in to scale out. Without you doing anything, everything is there for you to scale out automatically. So that hyperscale option is also available. And how do you migrate to Azure Open Source Databases? As I was telling you, please try to use Azure Database Migration Service, DMS. Both the options are available, the standard and premium, and any of that is whichever fits your choice and need and time levels, you can take it up, whether the premium one or the standard one. Okay, so with this, I'm guessing that whatever I thought of letting you know about the open source databases on Azure, how to use them, and what are all the options available for you. So please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm there to help you with whatever it's coming new with Azure and all the offers that you can make use of it to reduce the cost, reduce the time in implementing, and be ready to reach market in a faster cycle. All of these I'm going to help you. Only the encouragement that I request you from is to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. I keep coming up with the videos, and as I told you earlier also, I'm going to come up with few of the videos on Azure fundamentals. It's a series of videos which helps you to get certified on your own, and it's a free of cost learning for you from my side. Okay, so now finally, to check how to get started with Azure open source databases, sign into Azure portal, select the open source database of your choice, create an Azure database either for MySQL or MariaDB or PostgreSQL, configure a service level firewall rule, okay, server level firewall rule, and get the connection information. That's it. You connect to your database, connect to server, start using it. That simple it is. So with this, I guess we are done for today's content, and we'll meet you again in the next session. Till then, bye bye. Good day. Take care. Thanks.